Hey everyone, this is Jenny Garcia and this is a project life process video using products from the Veronica Creates shop, and it's a digital shop. I'm going to have the link below so you can find the products. But this is a combination of weekend vibes and also the new collection, which is very springy and sort of Easter. And I love these peep images. I was so happy to see them. I don't really eat them and I don't celebrate Easter, so that's why I only printed about half of the items, only things that I knew I was going to use for sure. I also love the fact that there's a little bit of purple in here. The collection has labels too, and I printed quite a few of those because I do love a label, and it's always good to have them extra, either for layering or journaling. And this is I'm gonna have two title cards. On the right I'm gonna have one, and on the left I'm gonna have a 3x4 with 2 weeks, but this one's just going to be 1 week. And at the beginning I was afraid, actually not at the beginning, at the end when I was finishing, because I thought I was done with this card like twice, and then I was like, no. I forgot to write the week, and I used some thickers that I haven't shown them yet, but they are the ones from Paige Evans Taylor. And now I'm just adding some layering. Those bees are in the collection too. I made them super tiny. What I do when I create my silhouette file is that I try to fill every little spot, so to take advantage of the paper, and then I print a few of the elements super tiny. And I added little hearts on the bunny in the middle. I did pink so they would like pop. And then I added a little face, and I thought I was done, and then I remembered that I didn't write the week. So I'm gonna go back and do that, and I'm gonna add another little bee there. I'm using my Tombow adhesive. I'm gonna use this ruler, it comes with the Tombow Fudenosuke brush pen, the individual one. I'm gonna have the items that I use linked below. Some of them are affiliate links. You don't have to use them, but they do help a lot. And thank you to those of you who use them. They're very helpful. And I also got these stars from a trip to Hobby Lobby. I got this, and I got a pack of washi. That was it. Those stars are really cute, and I love that card with the happy clouds. And this card is from the Weekend Vibes collection, and I'm just gonna add it next to a photo of my daughter sleeping. And I'm gonna use the Z's, because why does this sticker sheet have so many Z's when you don't use them? Like, use that space for E's or another letter that you use a lot, but Z's, come on. So I used 6 of them, because honestly, when am I gonna use another Z? I'm gonna add more of the little stars, and I was thinking about adding even more after the stars, and then I was like, no, I think this is enough. It's about what it says, that nap time is my happy hour. My daughter doesn't really nap that often. I think that the week before she got sick and she was still a little bit under the weather. In this picture, she was dressed for picture day. She was dressed kind of fancy, so I'm gonna look for something to add a little embellishing on the bottom. And on the right I have the Weekend Vibes collection, and then on the left I have the new Easter one, and I have these little word stickers that I made. And I wanted to layer it with a little something else. That's what I like labels too. They're not only for date stamps and writing, they're so good for layering. And I added one of the little heart stickers. And one of those weeks when she got sick, we binge Is It Cake, and we loved this show. I don't know why maybe it's because it's shorter than the Great British Bake Off, but we didn't get into the British Bake Off as we did with Is It Cake. And I hate fondant cakes. I'm sorry. They look beautiful, but they taste gross. I rather eat a cake that looks like garbage, but it's baked by a grandma with a lot of sugar and it tastes really good than something beautiful that tastes like clay. But I do love how artistic they were. It's such a cool show if you haven't watched it. And you can watch it with kids too. I don't think if they do curse, I don't think they curse. I think it's a pretty PG show. And I use one of the stamps from Everyday Explorers. This is from the Currently prompts, and oh my god, have you seen their new stamps? I want the bookish prompts so bad, and also the happy birthday stamps, because I don't have any birthday stamps and I do have to document a few birthdays. And I kept it really simple. I just added that binge watching die cut from the Weekend Vibes collection and the stamp. And here I think, this is gonna be for the other title card that's gonna have the other 2 weeks. I'm just looking through the elements to see what I'm gonna use, or at least I'm more likely to use, because there's always some elements that you're like, okay, this is not gonna work for this particular thing I'm doing right now. And I'm just looking for something I could write the weeks. And I'm gonna end up using that little TV. And I wish I had a bigger die cut, just slightly bigger, almost nothing. I don't know. It's super silly. But I do like how it turned out. I just wish that I had a tiny bit more space. And I was just looking through the bigger die cuts to see which one would work better with this layout. And I go back and forth for a little while before deciding on the TV. It's one of those things that I almost knew exactly what I was gonna do, but still I was looking for a what if or another option. Because I honestly thought that I was also gonna use the peeps again to repeat it, but I ended up not using the peeps. And instead of adding both dates underneath the TV, I just decided to put the 2 sets of dates in 2 different labels. And the stamp date that I'm using is my new one from Studio Calico. I also love my little roller stamp, but this one is new, so you know how it is to use something new. This layout is from 2022. I was just looking for a layout that could have very nice and springy colors so I could work with this collection. That's kind of what I like too about my process, about not doing chronologically. But sometimes I'm like, I'm not feeling this one too much. And if I sit down with a layout that I'm not feeling, it's gonna take so long, or it's not gonna work and I'm not gonna end up doing it. So it just works for me to work with a week that inspires me a little bit. And I wanted the elements to touch just a little bit. They don't have to be on top of each other, but you want them to touch a little bit. You can also add the washi underneath and make it touch the TV. Keeps everything together, nothing is floating. And I think that is why a lot of people do, or at least what I do, embellishment clusters, so they're not just floating around. And again, I'm going to use my Tumbo ruler that is actually for Japanese calligraphy, but it works for this too, to add the word weeks. I'm going to add more of these little hearts, and I thought I was done with these little hearts, but when I got them, because I got them from AliExpress a while back, it's just I don't think they make them anymore. I was smart and I bought 2. And I just added one little word phrase sticker from Pretty Little Studio. And I'm obsessed with those tiny bees. They're so cute. And even though I printed a lot of them, I was like, I should have printed more. I'm going to add flowers at the top. And I'm going to save that other part. I don't know if it's because I'm cheap, but I always save whatever I cut off extra, maybe to add it to the rest of the layout. And like I mentioned before, in those weeks she got sick, so I took a picture of the calendar we keep in the kitchen, which is like our brain and like a catch-all for all the activities. And I drew a picture of Layla sick and wrote the doctor's name like as the appointment, and I took a picture of that. And the week after that, it was spring break, so it's nice to see like a little glimpse of those details without having the full calendar, which I guess I can't take a picture of the full calendar. I just never really do. And I added one sad face from the Pipstick stickers and left it like that. And that stamp set is from Feed Your Craft, which it's no longer around. It's so sad because I loved Feed Your Craft, but it was a kit about things sucking. And not every layout is a super happy awesome layout like this one. She had a bit of a cold and her throat was hurting, so she was eating popsicles. I added a bunch of sad faces, and she likes to like cuddle when she's sick, so she was in my bed and that's when we were watching Is It Cake. And I wanted to cover that weekend highlights phrase because it was more about the whole general 3 weeks that I documented, and that's what I like about my process too. I'm trying to be very flexible. And speaking of which, I posted a video chat with Leilani Scraps and Chappy Plans about our process and lots of info about Project Life. So if you're a newbie or you want more inspiration, you should check out that video. We're really proud of it. It was such a good conversation. It was so eye-opening too. It was a really good combo. So I'm just going to cover the weekend highlights with a label, then family and fun times, and of course another bee. These bees I love them. And this week this month I didn't do a sticker sheet with the items, but if I do, it's gonna be like half of it is gonna be bees. And that little bit that I saved earlier, I use on top of the label. So that's another way to use your leftovers. And I like when things come off the card too. And I got those jelly beans also from the collection, but I don't really eat jelly beans. But I thought that they would be really cool to layer or to have around as extra embellishments. And I added one purple sticker, and that is from Pretty Little Studio. And here I just took a picture of Layla reading Judy Moody. That was like her favorite book her favorite series at the moment. She enjoys Judy Moody. I guess that moodiness is very relatable to her. And I wanted to add something else besides that happy place die cut in that sticker from Pretty Little Studio. So I was looking for these super cute faces from Pipsticks. I love these little faces. If I go through them like I did with the stars, by the way, the stars are sold out. They're gone. Unless they come back. Oof. And she got like she had a DIY sleeve, and then I drew a butterfly on her arm. She draws on herself all the time. And I've actually have many pictures of her like over the years where she like wrote on her hands and her face. So it's just a different kind. And she was telling me, yeah, tattoos because I'm a rebel. And I'm like, girl, sure you are. Let me draw a little butterfly on your arm. And these alphas are from an old collection from Pink Fresh Studio. I love the size, the material, the colors, the fact that they have numbers. So that's pretty awesome too. And I need to check out the new Pretty Little Studio collection so I can get more little word stickers. Do I need them? No, but they're so good. They're always my go-to. And here I have a tip for when you sort of messed up. I didn't mess up in the stamping. It's just that when I pull the stamp, it took a little bit of the photo paper. So what I'm gonna do is grab some sticker paper, and this is just leftover from when I do my own stickers, and I'm going to like punch it out with the circle because it's a perfect circle, or you can cut around it, I guess. And I'm just gonna put it on top. It's gonna cover it just fine. No one will know except you. But I love that stamp. It says bits of daily life noted. And it's one of those stamps that I wanted to use since the beginning. And here is another filler card. It's kind of a filler card, but a DIY with, like a title. So I'm just gonna highlight her DIY tattoos. And I use that jelly bean journaling card with the peeps. I just wanted to keep them pretty straight, but I didn't want to put them in the ruler this time. That washi tape is from Pipsticks. I love it because the colors are so peeps. And I like cutting my washi tape with that rhino. It's not available anymore, sadly. It's very old. It was from We Are Memory Keepers, who the name now is We Are Makers. It doesn't sound as catchy, but okay. I get it. They evolved to doing other things. But they also do have that wheel of washi tape. And in that wheel, I have my holiday washi tape. I don't love it as much as my rhino, but it's still pretty cute too. I'm gonna add little heart stickers, but I'm gonna make sure that they are contrasting so they don't blend in the funnies. And this is the whole layout. A lot of colors, so I didn't I didn't embellish every single card because again, there's so many colors. There are drawings that my older daughter made. She writes fan fiction, so she was kind of like designing her characters, and and her little notebook. So I think that's pretty cool that I get to document that. And then there are pictures of my hair, more color. And I added the carrots. I just added the carrots because of the is it cake thing. And I honestly wanted to use that card. It's so cute. Lots of pink, super springy. So I hope you enjoyed this video and you could get some ideas from it. Don't forget to check out the Project Life chat. It was so much fun and it was so much information. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you're having an awesome day. Bye.